Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 random run, where we take a random character and random weapon, try to beat Danger 5 with it. It's been a long time since I've gotten to say that, but I really love the random runs. The challenge is really interesting, and as you can see, I haven't played most of the old characters on the new map yet, at least without mods, so this seemed like a great way to do that. Let's go ahead and kick off the series, and then we will roll what character we get, and we got the Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a really interesting character to play on the Abyss, so the Abyss does incentivize harvesting pretty strongly, but of course, the 50% damage modifications can make it very difficult to get the amount of damage that you need in order to kill the very difficult enemies on this map. Let's see what weapon we get, and we've got the Icicle. Okay, this could be tough. Icicle is a pretty strong weapon, but doesn't synergize that well with this character. But we're just going to have to see how we do. When you're playing the Icicle, of course, you want to try to line up enemies to hit multiple with the same attack to maximize your income here. And of course, when you're playing the Entrepreneur, you start with fewer materials, because as soon as you enter the wave, your 30 starting materials disappear. So that's why you can see that we are missing those. Let's go ahead and roll here, and we are looking for harvesting. Obviously, really important to find harvesting when you're playing the Entrepreneur, because every harvesting we get is so important. That's why this character usually wants support weapons. Let's roll here. We are looking for icicles, and we are looking for anything that gives us harvesting. So we'll take the Icicle here. I will lock the coupon. Do I lock charcoal? Because that gives us elemental damage. I think not. I'm going to roll here, and then we will roll again. Of course, we lose all our materials at the start of the wave, so on this character, you just reroll until you are out of materials and can no longer reroll at all. So hopefully we find enough harvesting that we can get our economy rolling. Otherwise, we are going to be really struggling after a few waves here. Finding that crate is really nice. This character is all about getting your economy rolling early, so finding that crate is going to be huge. Of course, also, elemental damage. Buying elemental damage from the shop is also a little worse for this character, because every damage that we get is reduced by 50%. So buying elemental damage, we only get half in elemental damage. Corrupted Shard is going to be good, though. Let's roll here. Again, we are looking for harvesting. And then we're going to keep rolling for more icicles. Roll, and another one. Sadly, we have exactly the wrong amount of materials, so we lose 4 materials here. But we did get 4 weapons, and that's an acceptable number of weapons to have rolled into. It's not great, but at least we can clear the wave reasonably quickly. One thing that is nice about the Entrepreneur is that unlike other economy classes, you don't have fewer material dropped from enemies. So while we lose our initial materials that we start with, we gain bonus economy from harvesting and gain full materials from the wave. Again, I'm going to roll for harvesting here, and one more reroll. We'll pick it up, and then we'll just take 8% damage. It gets halved to 4% damage. We could also roll again for more harvesting. I think that's what we're going to do here. I will just take 3 regen, though, because this character's going to need a lot of healing. And I think with the Icicle, it's a slow enough attacking weapon that I want regen over lifesteal. We'll take the Icicle here, and then we will obviously cost myself a material there by not buying the coupon first. Definitely a mistake there, but a recoverable one for sure. We will buy this Icicle as well. The Ice Cube is going to be nice. This bonus damage isn't halved by the Entrepreneur's damage modifier, so that's pretty good for us as well. Crit chance is pretty good. The Icicle will, at higher levels, have a larger crit multiplier, so buying crit chance is really nice for the Icicle, and we only lose half as much damage from the Insanity, so it's pretty good for us there. And then let's do a reroll. Injection, I think we're going to pass on, though. So I want some more move speed, I want some more damage output. For now, the Icicle is doing okay for wave clear. But I really want to get our harvesting to the point where we are ahead in economy, because we have this huge penalty to our damage, our ability to purchase damage. It puts us way behind in economy in terms of our damage output, or in terms of our damage purchasing. So you need to have an economic lead on this character compared to where other characters are at. Otherwise, you're really going to struggle. I couldn't find the second curse alien there. There's always at least 2 in that wave, but we got the tree and one of them, so that's pretty good. And then here, I'm going to roll again. I'm looking for harvesting. I could take elemental damage, but I want to roll at least one more time because I really do want to get our harvesting going. And we'll take the 1 elemental damage here because we're not guaranteed a level 2 level up. And then let's level our Icicle. So Icicle now has it'll get better crit chance as we level it, and then at level 3 and 4 it gets increased crit damage as well. So increasing the crit chance is very important. Wheelbarrow is excellent for us. Defective steroids, this costs me attack speed, which is really important, but does give me 2 HP, which we need quite badly. So I think I'm gonna buy it. The jelly, 17 for 1 HP. Not much point to that, I think. I'm not that happy about having bought the defective steroids because we don't use the melee damage, of course, at all. And losing 3% attack speed is a fairly painful penalty for the Icicle, which is a very slow weapon. And scales a lot with attack speed as a result. But I think that we just had to buy HP there. Also, on the Entrepreneur, you can be a little less picky with what you buy because you lose all your money at the end of the shop. So if you don't spend it, then you lose it. So you do have to actually purchase items. Otherwise, you're going to fall behind. Making okay money at this wave, but still not great. We'll take the mushroom here. And then, do I just want 5 attack speed? We have negative luck, so I'm not that likely to find higher level ups. Let's just take the attack speed. We also have cheaper items, so again, you just want to buy like as many items as you can see. We'll take the wheelbarrow there. This is an amazing item for us. And finding the leather vest as well to fix our armor is nice. The scar is a good economy item. And then do I want the injection? I really don't want to go to 14 HP. So let's roll here. I will buy the weird ghost. We have 6 regen already, so that's actually not bad. I need some move speed. I really would like to improve my luck. We've decreased it with the mushroom. But I would say we're in okay shape, given that this is a character that is on the sort of middle tier of characters and a weapon that's on the kind of middle tier of weapons and that don't synergize very well with one another. I'd say we're doing pretty okay at this point. Took a couple hits there. So I really need more attack speed to stop that from happening. That's why we're taking hits, is our weapons attack too slowly. Oh, can we kill this tree if I manually target? Nice, and we got the crate. That's amazing. Yeah, we'll take the elemental damage here. It does cost me harvesting, but I think it's still important to buy that. And then attack speed's the most important, and we'll take some luck as well. Another scar is going to be great, and a wheelbarrow, and then we will roll. I will take a metal plate also. Do I want feather? We already have increased XP gain, so the XP gain penalty is less of an issue, but we don't use the range damage at all. The 3% dodge is nice. I think on the whole, I'm going to pass on that, though. The recycling machine and the whistle, I want both of. That costs 75, so we can't buy both this wave, which is more likely to give me a bonus. I think that I will buy the whistle. We want the recycling machine by the time we get to the elite waves. That's when it's most important. And then here, let me take the beanie. We currently have no consumable healing, so I could buy alien worm, but it would cost me a lot of healing, potentially. I think I still do want to buy it, though. When it's cheap like this, alien worm's a little better, and the extra HP and regen is really nice. Bag is going to be good also, so of course we will very happily take that. So our damage output is fine. We haven't leveled up our Icicles in a while, though, which is a little bit of a concern. Icicle is a weapon you really need to get high levels on, because that's when it gets its increased damage multiplier, or crit damage multiplier. Still better overall to build multiple mid-level Icicles than one really high-level Icicle and some low-level ones. But we really do want to find increased levels on the Icicles. Killing that walrus there. Can we get this curse alien down here? We got it. That's really nice. And let's kill this tree. I had to hunt down one of the healer enemies and kill it. Okay, nice. We got another wheelbarrow. That's great. Here I'm just going to buy the crit chance, I think. That's going to increase our damage the most. And then... Ooh, so I really want attack speed. 10 attack speed is phenomenal. 9 dodge, though, also is really good, and it's a level 3 level up. We can get to dodge cap a little sooner. I think at this point in the game, though, I actually want the attack speed more than the level 3 dodge. Being able to actually kill enemies is something that we are struggling with a bit, and attack speed is by far the best way to make that happen. We're going to buy out this whole shop again, and then roll. And half an elemental damage for minus 3 harvesting on the charcoal is a very expensive way to do it. So I think I'm going to pass on that, actually. And that worked out very well because we can buy the coffee here. Leather vest as well. Do I want the whetstone? So we do have ranged weapons, so lifesteal is moderately useful for us. I think the whetstone will be enough healing that it's worth buying. Scarf I could buy, but it's basically just... I should have bought the scarf, actually. I was looking at the melee damage and thinking we don't want it, but that was poor. Increasing enemy movement speed for the next wave isn't that huge a problem, and yeah, scarf would have been really good, so definitely a shopping mistake from me there. I need to get back into the mindset of both buying every item, and then also... I also may have missed a reroll there. I forgot to pay attention to having to reroll all the time in the shop with the entrepreneur. With the entrepreneur, you really want to buy like a lot of items, so you need to be in the headspace of you should buy pretty much everything that you see. Here, I'm gonna take more harvesting. Even this late, I think the harvesting is good, and we will take the armor here, which is excellent. And then we will take the icicle, leather vest, and whetstone, and then roll. Penguin's gonna be good also, so I'll take that, and the beanie. Spyglass, so this will save me more money. So the spyglass typically doesn't pay for itself super well, but because we reroll frequently on the entrepreneur and it's cheaper to buy the spyglass, I think it will be worth picking up here. The range is also not bad on this character, so it's got a little more utility there as well. Here I'm going to buy the elemental damage or half an elemental damage, but lock the penguin because I do want the penguin, and then reroll. And then we got fishhook and peaceful bee, both excellent items for us. And especially if we can get some good cursed items off the fishhook, that'll go a long way towards making this character stronger. The main thing that I'm worried about right now is having the damage to kill the elite. This character, I think, is going to want to kill the elite really quickly, because we are probably not going to have the defensive stats to just tank through it easily. But right now our damage is on the low side. Our attack speed especially is a problem. Normally the entrepreneur just wants to build passively, build support items and not kill elites usually, but for the icicle version of the character where we're not getting any defensive stats from our weapons, we don't have a weapon tag that gives us any defensive stats, I think it's going to be more useful to try to kill the elite quickly. Chasing down that loot alien there, and then we're going to have to run. So we left a lot of materials on the ground, but still made okay money that wave. Happy with the spicy sauce. I'm going to take the 6% damage because our damage is negative right now, so I just really kind of have to. And then we'll take attack speed. That's perfect. As you can see, level 3 Icicle crits for 2.5x damage, so finding the level 3 Icicle is massive for us. We're very happy with that. The Icicle here as well, and the Cyclops Worm, both great. Ugly Tooth, this can help against the elites. This item has been nerfed, but I think it's still worth buying, especially because on the Entrepreneur, everything's cheaper, so just buying way more items is good. Buy the Icicle here as well. Alien Eyes, I don't think we're going to buy. We don't have that much HP, and we'd rather focus on damage from our weapons. Take another Icicle. Lock the Acid, because our HP is quite low. And then we will lock Weird Food and Cake. And I'm not going to lock Terrified Onion. Let's do a reroll. And we'll pick up a Baby Gecko as well. Alright, so this level 3 Icicle is massive for us. Icicle is... I'm actually kind of coming around on Icicle on this character because just having the increased crit damage means that not being able to buy damage items isn't that bad. Or not being able to effectively buy damage that well isn't that bad because you get so much damage just from the higher crit multiplier. And you can just buy critical hit chance to increase your damage instead. So I think Icicle's not terrible for us. Gonna drink some water here. The piercing shots are helping us clear the wave, of course, as well, but we're not the best at wave clear. I do want to, if I can, get over to this curse alien and kill it before the end of the wave. So just manually targeting that down. Made very good income this wave as well, which is nice. Take the wheelbarrow, and then let's take some max HP that we definitely need. And I'll take 6% damage as well. When our percent damage is this low, the 6% damage is huge. Nice. So of the items we locked, we got 3 cursed items with Fishhook. Amazing. That I was not expecting. I never get this lucky with Fishhook, so very happy with that. Let's roll here. A Cursed Propeller Hat, also incredible. Bait for only 4% bonus damage, but still very good, because we're not on an elite wave yet. Take the coupon here. Wisdom could be pretty good for this character also. We only get half as much damage for 5 seconds, but we only lose half as much damage to start with. And this character will have a slow time killing elites, so what I might do actually is lock the Wisdom and see if we get it cursed with the Fishhook. Buy these 2 items, I think, as well. Do I want to buy the Wisdom and just reroll here? Or not buy the Wisdom and just reroll? I think I'm just going to buy it. Cursed Wisdom would be much nicer, of course, but I think just buying it now so we can potentially lock other items and get those cursed is even better. And then let's roll here, roll again. So I will take the Cursed Ashes if we get it. I'll take it even if we don't, although that will mean we will be desperate for armor. Because if you get Ashes this early, it costs you so much armor. Those Lampreys really put us under pressure at the start of this wave. Make sure we're killing the tree. Now our damage is high enough that we're clearing the enemies pretty well at this point. Just having leveled up our Icicles is so huge. The Wisdom will make it harder to kill the elite quickly. Which is definitely the downside of that item. But it will increase our sustained damage to it, so the hope is that we can kill it over the course of a wave. And I don't think we had the damage output to kill it super quickly. We'll take 7 crit chance here, and then we will take 4 regen. Didn't get the Cursed Ashes, which is unfortunate, but 20% damage or 10% damage and 20% attack speed is still good enough to buy, I think. So we just need to very, very aggressively buy armor. And Triangle of Power for 10% damage, I think we still want to buy. This is kind of like reverse Wisdom. So basically we start the map with higher damage and then lose it over time as we take hits. But that still is pretty good for helping to kill the elite, and it synergizes reasonably well with Wisdom itself as a result. Do I want Alien Eyes now? They do 40 damage each. And so that's just a little bit of extra burst damage. I think I will take it. That can help kill the bosses later on. And then let's go ahead and lock Cake and Lantern. Sadly, can't take Blood Donation because I just took Triangle of Power. So that is a real downside of having done things that way. Is that if we roll into Blood Donation, we can't buy it. But I think the Triangle of Power, the bonus 10% damage we're getting from it is helping kill the elite much faster. So I think it's still worth it there. Just a little sad that we're immediately punished. But that worked out well. The items we bought let us kill the elite pretty safely between the Wisdom and the Triangle. And just our higher level and our ashes and everything. But now that we have invested in sort of these early enemy kills with the ashes and the Wisdom and the Triangle and stuff, we have to fix our armor. Otherwise, we're going to be in real trouble. Because ashes is costing me minus 10 armor over the course of this run. It just made it safer to kill the elite this wave, so it was still worth it. But it's going to be very painful if we don't find more armor. Which we did with the exoskeleton. This couldn't be a better item for us. I mean, losing regen and lifesteal a little bit painful, but helping offset the armor penalty, giving us crit chance and move speed, just incredible. I'll take Snake too. I think that will make us able to dodge enemies a little more easily. And then here, 3 more armor and harvesting. I think our harvesting is fine. Do I just want 4% damage? I'm going to reroll. I think we can do better. I'll take 6 max HP. I kind of want to get more attack speed. That's attack speed and crit chance are the stats I care about the most at this point. But finding some max HP is nice as well. More regen would be very good also. Take the Lantern here. 15 knockback on the Icicles is actually kind of fun. That's going to make it so that they actually will knock back enemies. And let's take the helmet. I will take Little Frog. We haven't built that much damage or that much dodge yet, and the harvesting is still good even this late. We'll take the Lost Duck as well. Yes, cost me half an elemental damage, but 8 luck is still just really nice. Okay, Fairy is excellent. An extra Icicle, also excellent. Do I want to try to lock either of these to get them cursed? Because this is only a normal fishhook, we do have a 10% pity bonus, so we have a 30% chance for each item I lock to get cursed. How likely do I need the Fairy next wave? I don't think I need it next wave, so I'm going to buy the Icicle here, lock the Fairy, I'm going to buy the Beanie. Then I'm going to reroll, and I'm going to try to reroll into a couple more good items to lock. We'll lock the Alien Magic as well, or other stuff that we can buy. And yeah, I'll lock the fuel tank. So this gives us a few good options with our 10% pity bonus of potentially cursing items. If the Fairy doesn't get cursed, I'm going to buy it next wave so that we have it for the elite wave. But I think it's worth delaying one wave because we had other good stuff to buy. I'm curious how well the Alien Eyes are going to do. Of course, most of our damage comes from critical hits, so, and with the Icicles. But the amount of extra attack speed that we've gotten has really made our Icicles a lot better. So you can see now we are clearing the enemies pretty quickly. I will say I was completely wrong, by the way, about whether Icicle was a good weapon for this character. I think for the Entrepreneur, it's actually a very good weapon. Normally, you want a support weapon for the Entrepreneur, but I think Icicle actually synergizes quite well with this character, having played it, which is why experience is good. I'll take the Broken Mouth here, and Metal does cost me crit chance, which hurts, but all of those other stats are really nice. Let's roll, and yeah, I'll just keep taking armor, and we'll take 20 luck as well. Nice, we got the Cursed Fairy. So that's huge. That's going to be giving me plus 49 regeneration. So suddenly our regen is incredible. And then I will just buy both of these other items. Take the Gecko. I'll take the Goblet as well. This can just give us more healing. We actually have 15 armor. So the Gambling Token I can afford, even though we need to buy armor because we have the ashes. The gambling token can get me some dodge, and we can maybe hit dodge cap by the end of the game, or get closer. Sadly, I don't have 75 for the Scar and the Plant, but I don't think we need Plant next wave. Do I want the Scar? I guess I do, so I'll buy the Scar, I'll lock the Plant, I'll lock the pile of books, because crit chance is so good for us, not because we have any structures, but especially if we get that cursed, it's really excellent. Excuse me. And then we'll take the Gentle Alien. And now we should be in much better shape to fight the Elite, so let's go ahead and do that. And step away for a second there, just rest my voice a little. I've been recording a lot today, so starting to get some voice strain. Apologies for that. Let's see if we can kill this Elite. This one is pretty difficult to kill just because it runs past you, so it's hard to focus damage on it. But our damage output is high enough that we are doing pretty well against it. And of course, we're not in any particular danger because we have 60 regeneration and still have 14 or 15 armor. I forget how much. We have a lot of armor. So we're actually in pretty good shape both offensively and defensively. When you get lucky on the fishhook and it curses the item that you want, it really feels good. I think this is the most I've ever seen fishhook work for me. This has been a really ridiculous run for fishhook here. Retromation's Hoodie, incredible. Attack speed is the most important stat for us still. We actually have a bunch of range, so we're pretty happy with that, and it makes all subsequent dodge that we get better as well. So for that reason, I'm actually going to take 6 dodge here over the other things, because it also gives us 12 attack speed. Take these items. No luck on the fishhook this time, but that's okay. It's already done its job more than enough. Take the tree. I think we're going to pass on alien magic and snake. I guess I should buy just for the regen. I'll buy turret just for the regen as well. Take icicle and fuel tank, and then roll. And upgrade our icicles. That's really nice. We'll take the spicy sauce and then roll. And do I want the peacock going into wave 16? I think we have plenty of XP gain, but I guess I could get a cursed peacock. So I'm going to lock it just because if we get a cursed one, that's really nice. If I don't get it cursed, I may or may not buy it. We'll have to see what else is in the shop. Just running into that projectile from the pufferfish. I do need to remember I have Triangle of Power, so I can't take too many hits. I really shouldn't run into a bunch of enemies with impunity, but it is less dangerous to do that for this character because Triangle of Power only hurts us half as much when we take a hit. Though only gives us half as much bonus, of course, so. But it's less painful for the Entrepreneur to take Triangle of Power hits than for other characters. Not that I should be taking hits like that, just lazy hits where I walk into the enemies, though. Fairly poor dodging by me that wave, but it mostly didn't matter. Do I want the bonus luck here? I think I will just take 20 luck, and then here, let's reroll. Do I need speed? I think we can do better. Yeah, we'll take the dodge because we have Retromation's Hoodie. We did get the Cursed Peacock, so this should be worth a bunch of levels. Wave 16 is also really good for income on the Abyss because it's got lots and lots of Curse Aliens on it, so which drop multiple materials. So the Peacock should be really good as well for that reason. I will take Fertilizer even this late. It will still pay for itself. And then Gummy Berserker, we're going to pass on. And Goat Skull, we're going to pass on. Both of these, the penalties are too severe. We don't really need the bonus regen at this point. Let's go ahead and grab a level 4 Icicle, and this one crits for 3x damage, so you can see our damage output from that is going to be massive. Buy another Icicle here. And then Crystal's going to be really good as well. We shouldn't take too many hits, hopefully, so the Crystal attack speed will be good. The Nuke Launcher would be fun, but this is a random run, so we're sticking with the Icicles. Alien Eyes, I think, are no longer that important to our damage output, so I'm not going to buy another one. Take a Lemonade, though. I will not buy Ball and Chain. We already attack faster than that by quite a bit. Let's buy the Claw Tree. I'll buy the glasses because it gives me regen. The pencil, I think for 34 is worth it as well. And then community support for even more attack speed, especially if we get that cursed. That would be awesome. Take the small fish also. Really don't need... I guess eye patch for a second pierce would be pretty good. So never mind. We will take the eye patch. And then we rolled down to 0. I want everyone in the comments to count how many times I failed to roll down to 0. I'm sure it's at least twice that I have just fully missed a reroll on Entrepreneur. Happens to me every time I play this character. Kill that loot alien, which is great. The eye patch is nice, or will be nice, even though it costs us accuracy. And accuracy is kind of important to this character, but I think the eye patch will still be good, because the extra pierce is going to be nice, and it gives crit chance, so we need that. Got a crate there, which is good. I will say, given that we had... Okay, yeah, because all our income was from harvesting. I was wondering why we didn't have have that many levels on a Cursed Peacock wave, but it's because a lot of our income comes from harvesting. Take the silver bullet, that's excellent. I'll take the missile as well, and let's roll here. Yeah, I'll just keep taking more and more attack speed. Let's roll again, and then here I'll take some elemental damage to increase our base damage, more attack speed. Cursed eye patch for additional piercing and additional crit chance, and of course good additional curse as well. Buy all this stuff. Giant belt, that's going to help us kill the elites even faster. See if we can get a cursed pocket factory. Buy the padding also, and we don't need a black belt this late in the run. That should be a very fast kill on the elite. I am looking out for more armor. We did find enough armor so that even though we have ashes, we're not in like desperate straits for armor. But more armor, of course, would be better. I think that's kind of the only stat we're like really interested in at this point. So I'll probably just roll pretty aggressively for armor in our next level up screen and everything. Our damage is plenty high enough, especially because we got that silver bullet to kill the bosses, I think, at this point. Retrimation's hoodie, silver bullet, all of that. This has been a very... the run, especially with the fish hooks and everything, has been very kind to me, I will say that. We got quite lucky on some of those items. I'll take the spider here. And then... I guess we would take dodge as well. What's our crit chance at on these? 72. So I'm going to take the critical hit. I was thinking I could roll for armor, but increasing the crit chance of our weapons is also really important. Take the pocket factory, even though it didn't get cursed. Take treasure map. Toxic sludge is nice. Boxing glove, I don't think we care about, even with the regen. And seashell, this is going to be great. This should boost our damage output a lot, because lots more projectiles. It'll also look really awesome. And then we will take the Cyclops worm. Cursed nuke launcher that we can't take. So brutal. But we are able to at least try to curse 2 more items. And maybe even get a cursed icicle. Which would be a nice one before the end of the run. Firing a lot of projectiles here. Our attack speed is so good, too. even with the reduced accuracy, we're still just shredding everything that gets close to us, which is really fun. Little frog, I don't think this is worth taking at this point. I'd rather build up to more dodge, and then we'll take the jerky here. I'm gonna re-roll this. I think we can do better. Roll again. We'll take the crit chance, and then here, sure, I'll take 20 attack speed. Although we have lots of attack speed already. Aw, man, no cursed icicle. But we did get a lot of great items there anyways. Take the tree and the lure, and then roll. Kraken's Eye. We're not going to get hit that often, but this is just still 10 curse, and so it's just always good. We'll take the weird ghost as well. Eye patch, another cursed eye patch. Sure, I'll take another cursed eye patch. And then let's roll here. I'm gonna actually just lock this icicle rather than buying it because the chance of a cursed icicle is too high. And then, yeah, we will lock the night. It's too good. And I think matters much more than having a level 2 icicle for next wave. We would rather have the chance of having a cursed icicle for the boss wave. If it doesn't get cursed, then fair enough, we'll just buy a level 2 icicle anyways. But icicle is best at level 3, so upgrading from 1 to 2 doesn't matter as much. Most weapons, upgrading from 1 to 2 is the most important upgrade, but for icicle, the most important one is to go up to level 3. Where the crit damage multiplier increases. Just barfing icicles all over everything. This really is a very satisfying weapon once it gets going, too. Constant crits, lots of pierce, tons of damage, 1,000 materials. Yep, I'll take the improved tools. This is really good for our pocket factory. And I'll take the alien worm, I'll take the campfire, sunglasses, nice. Let's roll here. I think we can do better. I do want more armor, but I'll take dodge as well, and we'll take armor here. I think that's the thing that matters the most. I'm going to take this icicle. I would love to be able to combine to a level 3 cursed icicle, but the cursed icicle itself has higher crit multiplier, so it's pretty nice regardless. And then we will buy all of these items and then roll. I'm going to pass on the fertilizer and the goat skull we don't need. Treasure map doesn't do anything. Okay, nice. We are getting to go to a level 3 icicle, which has ×3 critical, so the equivalent of the level 4 with the cursed level 3. Neither of those items matter. Another cursed icicle, excellent. So let's go ahead and get our level 4 cursed and buy the level 1 cursed. The level 4 has 3.6x, and we'll take the toxic sludge and then roll. Injection, yes please. Keep upgrading our icicles. This is such a good shop for us, wow. A bag would have been really nice to find earlier. I think I'll take the tree and the lens, because the likelihood of us finding too much more relevant stuff isn't that high. So just having more healing and a little more regen from the lens is, I think, going to be the best for our potential wave clear here, or potential victory over the bosses. And then let's go ahead and take them out. And we should be able to do that very, very quickly. There we go. So that is the Entrepreneur on the Abyss with a random weapon, in this case the Icicle. And I think we've discovered a secretly very powerful combination, by the way. Entrepreneur with Icicle, I think, is just a very good character combo. So highly recommend that. I don't know if it's stronger than with Taser or one of the normal weapons that you go on the Entrepreneur. But Icicle seems very good for Entrepreneur. This also is a strong character, so it's going to be good with a lot of different weapons. Let's take a look at our economy items. So we got almost 1,000 from the coupons, which is nice because we found those very early. 5 wheelbarrows, tons of harvesting. We ended up with 519 harvesting. Got 255 from the bag, only 55 from the recycling machine because we ended up mostly finding items we actually wanted, but this is always good insurance. The spyglass actually worked out very well. It saved us 306. Now, a lot of that is sort of fake because a lot of those were rerolls where we were just kind of throwing away materials at the end of the shopping trip that we were just going to lose anyways. But the spyglass actually worked out very well for this character because you reroll frequently. We got, I think, like 4 cursed items from this fishhook, which is very nice also. What else? Doesn't look like that we had many other economy items. We got 2 extra items from the treasure map, even though we found it very late. So everything worked out very well, and this run really came together and was super fun. All right, my friends, I hope that you enjoyed this random run. I'll be back with more of this, and we'll see if we can get like a 90% win rate on random. I am going to give that my best shot. I went for 80% last time, but I've played a lot more of this game since the last time I was doing random run. So we're going to see if we can get to a 90% win rate over 10 of these or so, and then we'll take stock of where we're at. As always, of course, if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a comment and hit like. Helps me out with the algorithm, so I appreciate you taking the time to do that. And you can subscribe to my channel for more Brotato and other strategy game analysis. Cheers, folks. I'll catch you next time.